My name's Chibi Kanyanya. I'm 30 years old and I'm from Dallas, Texas.
My name is Elton. I'm from Dallas, Texas, age 29.
I'm Chindu Nyanya. 30 years old from Dallas, Texas.
I'm Jonah. I'm 26 and I'm from here in Dallas, Texas.
It's your boy Frank from Kicks 101. I'm 46 years old and I'm from Oak Cliff, Texas.
My name is Andrew Moreno. I am 20 years old and I was born and raised here in Dallas, Texas.
I'm Victor Trejo. I'm 26 years old. I'm from Dallas/Garland, Texas.
Somebody that's not represented, by like a huge or crowd or a magnificent person, you know what I'm saying?
I think of a person with a brilliant mind who's willing to do anything in their power to succeed.
When I hear unsponsored, I just feel like, somebody that doesn't have a brand, like Jordan, not with Nike, like he wasn't sponsored type shit.
Unsponsored, you make it on your own, Ain't nobody, you might have some backup or something, but you sponsor yourself. Nobody's paying your checks, you are.
B means when nobody believes in you, so you got no choice but to believe in yourself. So put your own self on.
When I hear unsponsored, I think of beating the odds, honestly. In life is gonna knock you down many times and you're not always gonna have the spotlight. So you're not always gonna be supported, you're not always gonna be guided, you're not always gonna have that love that you want to feel when you want to feel sponsored. So when I think of unsponsored, it's just beating the odds, and life is gonna knock you down, and it's not about how many times it knocks you down, it's about how many times you get up and fight back.
Not everybody's gonna be there to help you do you. Try to be genuine, try to be yourself, but that's okay, it's all good. Nobody said it was gonna be easy.
I feel unsponsored. Sometimes when I step into a new situation, you kind of have to prove yourself. Even just starting cutting hair too, man. Like, nobody really believes in you. You're not even good in the beginning either, so it takes a while to become a little more established, and then it seems like overnight people think you just got there magically, but nah, man, you put yourself on.
How long you been cutting hair again? 13 years?
13 years, yep. Half my life.
Yeah, crazy. So when you came into like the barber industry, like the cutting hair industry, bro, were you ever, have that, like you said, that nobody believed in, were you good enough when you came to, for example, here to this barbershop specifically? Did you come in with that mentality of like, but what if they don't, I'm not good enough for them? Or what was that mentality that you came in ready to get this position, this job?
Since I had already been cutting hair for so long, I had a little bit of chip on my shoulder. Right. But I feel like you need a little bit of that anyway. It can't overdwell on it, but I feel like it does help you out. You wanna, I don't say cocky, but you wanna have a little bit of ego and a little bit of arrogance, because if not, then you know what I mean? People could tell when you don't, right? And now it's not good to have too much of it, but when you have just the right amount, like it kind of shows.
I'm an entrepreneur myself, and I don't let nobody tell me what to do. I find a way to make it with my own, with me, my people, or I don't do it at all.
I felt like I've been unsponsored throughout my whole life, even though I had my mom and dad there, but shit, it was just pretty much me and my bro doing everything by ourselves. And I overcame it by just trying to smarten up and knowing that nobody's gonna do anything for you unless you do something for yourself.
A time that I feel unsponsored was when I started doing my sneaker conventions. I asked a few of the OGs, for some advice and for some tips on how to do a show, and it was a no. They said, no, can you do it, sir? How did I manage to overcome it was I just started hitting up everybody and anybody that I knew was related to shoes, right? Phone calls, emails, texts, chats, group chats, Facebook, Instagram, everything and anything. I did everything in my power to make it happen.
I was at a job that I felt unappreciated. It wasn't for me, I guess. So what I did to overcome that is I quit. And I'm not saying that, you do that and be a bum. No, I had a backup plan. Thank God. Thank the man upstairs. It worked. It's working. slow and steady. I'm not saying I'm a millionaire, you know, but I'm stable enough to say that I can enjoy myself. I can enjoy my daughter every day, you know, and that's a big blessing for me, and that's all I care about.
Honestly, when I was starting up my shoe store with my business partners, I was telling my whole family, my friends, everybody. I was just telling everybody, my old coaches, my old teachers, honestly, because I never thought of like owning a shoe store. Like I always wanted to start my own business, but I mean, a shoe store is just like a crazy idea, like that anybody could start off. I was 19, just, you know, young. I didn't know what I was doing. I was telling my family members, I'm gonna start a shoe store, and they're like, oh man, do you know anything about shoes? Or like do you even know how to run a business? Or like, do you even know what you're doing? You're young. And I feel like instead of like giving like tips or like that support that I needed, I really pushed through all of that and all that negativity, and I just felt like I was never gonna make it through. Like I felt like I needed their support to get where I wanted to be, or like to feel how I want to feel supported. And I was telling them about the brand, how I wanted to express global, and what I wanted to do with global, and what I wanted to become. And they were just knocking down the idea of starting a shoe store, especially like 40 minutes away from my house. And they were just shutting down the idea, but I said, no, I'm gonna overcome this. I always try to stay positive. I always try my best. I always push through. Like I said, I felt like life had knocked me down, like my own people had knocked me down, and it was up to me and my, like, it's all up here just to keep pushing, keep going. And I had to put my trust in myself and just guide through it.
Had a real bad health issue, and I had to stop doing a couple things, and it saved my life. So, you know, that's some definitely unsponsored stuff right there for me. You know, I didn't have too much help, so it was just me, you know, so that's a good, you know, I'm out here by myself, low key, so all my peoples are from the island, so, you know, yeah, I gotta get it a donut all, brother, you feel what I'm saying, so.
Any advice? I would just say, shit, if nobody else wants to sponsor yourself. Because all you need is you.
Yeah, just get up and do it. You can wait for somebody to pay for you to do it, or you can get up and do it yourself.
Man, if you're feeling alone, man, don't feel like you need a crowd, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be popping, you feel what I'm saying? Work on your own grind, your own ethic, and it'll flourish by itself. Then you'll get, you know, all that other stuff popping. But other than that, man, keep grinding, man. Yeah.
To be honest, what it is, man, if I could sum it up in something, I would say just kind of let your nuts hang a little bit, man. And shit, don't really give a fuck about what anybody else thinks as long as you're good. That approval will come later when you're least expecting it. But it's definitely not there in the beginning, for sure. Always get back up. No matter how many times you fall, you gotta get back up. And if you really want to make something happen, it's up to you to make that happen. Just follow your dreams. And a big thing that I tell myself that is a big role in life is consistency. Man, consistency is key, and you don't always need help. I feel like I had no help, so if I did it without no help, you guys can too. Just work hard towards your dreams, and they're gonna come true as long as you put in the work, the consistency, and just practice what you preach, to be honest.
And if you're feeling unsponsored right now, I just want to tell you that, hey, life, you got a long way. So right now, you can literally just do your thing, do whatever you want. Just put your mind to it. Have a plan. Don't just, you know, jump before looking. I know a lot of people do that, and it's okay sometimes. But when it's your life, you know, you're talking about, you kind of want to have a plan to go by. You know, at least something. But hopefully, you know, we'll make it, and that's the plan always, you know, to make it. But we have to push ourselves. We have to strive there. You know, you really want to be there. You have to, you know, the early bird gets the worm, all that stuff. Yes, get up, do your thing, push yourself.
Don't stop your grind. Keep grinding every day. Rome wasn't made in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day. Matter of fact, So just keep grinding, keep asking questions, and if you see a door that's closed, knock on the next door. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever stop your grind. Don't never stop your goals. Don't ever stop your dreams. And doors
By nobody to become
Somebody.
Unsponsored.
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 Unsponsored.